Hello everyone, welcome to another video review. This is a Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Wreck-Gar number 09 in the series. You can see he is there in his motorcycle mode. We'll go ahead and put that off to the side for now because we're going to look at the box real quick, and you can see, yes, he is, got his artwork there of him while using an axe and screaming, I guess. 8609 Studio Series, Transformers the movie, Transformers, Generations, Takara Tomy. You can see, stuff inside there. On top here, of course, you got the Transformers the movie and the window. Over here, you got artwork Studio Series and Voyager class, number 8609. Here you got the 86 logo and more of the artwork and authentic Transformers. On the bottom here, you got copyrights and all that stuff. And of course, on the back, you have product shots and warnings and all that stuff. And Wreck-Gar and the Junkions joined the Autobots after exchanging the universal greeting, Va Weep Grana Wheat Nini Bong. Grogna. Apparently that's the official spelling. It also comes with instructions, which pretty straightforward because he's a pretty straightforward Transformer. And right, so Wreck-Gar. You can see right there, he is a motorcycle, a fairly large motorcycle actually. You can see, kind of lots of browns, reds, this gold you see right here. This kind of this salmon-y color. The wheels have the red spikes. You got some gray there. Some tan, silver for that. Yeah, this thing right here, that's his weapon, which you can put up on the back there. That little hole, which kind of looks a little weird, but at the same time, it feels like something Wreck-Gar would do, like just put a little pinwheel spinner on the back of his motorcycle. It feels like something Wreck-Gar would do. He's got little, I guess little bags, cargo things, whatever you want to call it there. Yeah, he's also got these things, which are these little kickstands, which, yep. Because otherwise it's a motorcycle, so it'll fall over. And he does actually roll. You can see the wheels do spin. They kind of have a lot of friction though, so they're not spin super freely. He does roll. The problem is on a hard surface like this, the spikes just kind of make him just kind of slide, and it's really difficult to actually, yeah, you can see right there. They do roll. You need a softer surface, which makes sense because, Planet Junk, all that stuff kind of need something spiked to get through. So yeah, these don't work on hard surfaces. Yeah, there's that stuff. Yeah, otherwise it's actually a pretty nice little motorcycle. The thing is, it is kind of on the wide side. You can see that. It's just you can see a little instrument. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but little instrument cluster there, which is nice. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice little thing. You got the translucent little windshield thing. This is like the fourth Wreck-Gar that's been released in the Generations line. This is only the second one I have though. Yeah, it looks really nice. It looks pretty close to the movie from what I remember. And you've got some hollower, hollower bits, but it still works. And I like it. Like it a lot. And, you got these big old spikes too, which big old side spikes, and there's even a little bit of detailing on the kickstand stuff things as well, which that's nice. We got a little, headlight, picked out there. Yeah, I think it's actually very solid alt mode. Compare them real quick. Here he is with the I think this is Reveal of the Shield Wreck-Gar. Yeah, I think it's Reveal of the Shield. Yeah, here he is with more of a traditional dirt bike. And he doesn't stand super well, even with the kickstand out. He doesn't like to stay up right. You can see, noticeable size difference because one's Deluxe, one's Voyager. Yeah, fairly significant size difference. Also, this one, thankfully, the handlebars don't cause it to break apart. You don't get anything, you don't have to modify to prevent breakages. Yeah, you can see kind of that weird thing of like the motorcycles. These two are almost in scale with each other because dirt bikes tend to be kind of small. And this is one of like cruiser motorcycles in comparison, just with spiked tires. Yeah, there's that. There's that comparison. I'm not going to do any other vehicle mode comparisons because, Voyager class motorcycle is going to be just completely out of scale with like most Transformers in all modes. So I'm not going to bother with that. So there's all that, but there's a cool thing, of course, which is other Transformers can ride him, like Hot Rod here. Hot Rod actually seems to work really well for, riding Wreck-Gar here. Yeah. See if I just try to get it positioned in a good way. It looks good. Yeah, because the handlebars are 5mm sized, so you got that going on. Just gotta get all ready. Yeah, you're gonna have other figures ride him. That's pretty neat. You know, it's not every figure, obviously. Some figures work better than others. I think deluxe figures are roughly the best size. Deluxe-ish figures are probably the best size for doing this. But yeah, other figures can ride him, and you know, look all cool doing it. So there you go. Just, you know, that's pretty neat. And yeah, technically the Generations Wreck-Gar can also ride him, but it's a little weird because of his kibble, shall we say. And I suspect the other version, because I understand this is going to be remolded into just another Junkion down the line, that they will be able to ride each other like they did in the movie. And that's just one of those times, unlike the sweeps, I'm actually going to get another Junkion just so they can ride each other. But anyway, transformation though. Go ahead and take the kickstand stuff and take that and collapse it. Untab the feet from here and then separate them from the wheel. And by the way, yes, you want that. There's two different wheels. There's this narrow one and there's this wide one. You can see they're just slightly different widths. You want the narrow one on the back and the wide one on the front, even though that seems counterintuitive to real motorcycles, because just otherwise it is slightly skewed and doesn't sit right, which I found out, you know, through personal experience. But yeah, then take the legs and straighten those out and straighten out the feet like so. And then up here, you want to go ahead and take these and separate the arms and separate the wheel, and again, put that off to the side. Go ahead and untab the arms from the chest plate here, and then swing those out like that. Swing the arms out like that. Take the chest plate and move it down. That brings down the head with it. Then you go ahead and take the seat and collapse it up into the waist. Collapse that all up. Move that apart. Move that back. Collapse that all up. You know, make sure these are all straightened out. And you want to take this and collapse the windshield in, and then collapse this into here, and it'll actually click when you got it all the way in. And you want to then take the handlebars and rotate those back to the back like that. And then you want to take this and fold this up further like this. This tab will kind of go in that slot there. You see that? Take that and collapse that in all the way. And bring this down, bring the chest down, and also you want these tabs to go in the back of the chest. So make sure those are all again lined up. Take that said. Make sure it's all squared away. Rotate the arms around. Rotate them around so the spikes are on the outside, and then take the fists and extend those. Rotate them out. Extend that and rotate that out. And the final bit you want to do is take the wheels here and take them, then put them over the spike, and they'll peg in. And I guess asymmetry, so just put this also down the leg and peg that in, and there you go. Oh, and I guess, yeah, mess with those until those are straight if they got knocked around. And there you go. There's Wreck-Gar in his robot mode. And yep, it's a very movie accurate robot mode. You can see, yes, he's got the red chest, got the kind of tan-ish abdomen, brown, and the salmon colors, and yeah, all these colors and stuff. He got the wheels on here, the spikes, his goofy, inexplicable mustache, red eyes. You can see all that stuff. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit. Yeah, it's all that stuff. You got the little kind of faux motorcycle front for the helmet, the mustache, red, the tan, all that stuff. Yep, all that stuff there. And of course, you even got the motorcycle gas tank back. And chemistry stage port right there. Even though gas cap molded in. Another chemistry stage port right there too. So yeah, options. Yeah, all that stuff. Really solid, actually, I would say. Really solid looking alt or robot mode. And you can take his weapon here and just kind of put in his hand. So. And it spins pretty freely. Nice and pinned in. Works really well there. And yeah, you can also store the weapon here on the back. You got there's a little peg right there on the handle. It just pegs in right there, and there you go. You got your weapon storage if you want. Just chilling on his back. Pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, that. Yeah, he's really nice, just overall, for the most part. I have a couple of little things, but most of my problems with him actually stem from articulation, so I'll just kind of cover that as I go through all that stuff. So yeah, head is on a ball joint. You got left and right. Right here, you got up and down. You got a little bit of tiniest bit of wiggle, not a whole lot. At least I think it's a ball joint. Is it a ball? Yeah, it's a ball joint. You got a little bit of wiggle, but not a whole lot. Actually, not much of any. But he's got a decent amount of motion there. Shoulders can go all the way around. You got a lot of movement, up on that joint, and also on top of that, you got revealed detail underneath. Got a bicep swivel. Got an elbow, which is about 90 degrees. The wrists, in fact, do swivel. You can see that. He's a waist swivel. No hindrance there. And thanks to transformation, he actually even has an ab crunch, which is, very rare on a mainline figure. He also has, okay, no real other way to say this. He's got posable nipples. Yeah. If that's important to you, cool. Congratulations, you got that on a robot. But yeah, it's that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing if you need that for whatever reason. Hips though, they go forward about that far, although this kind of bangs in the bag thing on that side. This one does not. They go forward pretty far though. You got back that far. Outward, these do get out of the way for that, although again hindered by this thing. On this side, you got pretty much that much, so it depends on whether you have these attached. Thigh swivels, you got that much. You got the range. Knee about just shy of 90 degrees, I would say. And feet, they can actually go forward and back, which is nice. Forward and back quite a bit. And then the ankle tilt's weird because it basically splits the foot in half. It's kind of an odd ankle tilt, but it's there and it works. So there's all that stuff. One of my biggest complaints is this is really easy to disengage, and I wish it would tab in better. So it's I feel like it's too easy for it to just pop apart. And there's a minor very soft ratchet in the outward on the hips. So what happens is you got that and you got that. So the problem is, it's got the weird problem of it's either this or this, and that's a lot of range. And I wish there was more. If they're going to do ratchet like this, then I wish there was more ratchets in there so that you have a little bit easier time doing the in between stuff rather than having to kind of force it in a weird way. But other than that, though, actually, I would say it's a very solid Voyager figure overall. So yeah, looks good. Just to compare them real quick. Real quick, here he is with, again, the old Wreck-Gar that I have. Again, noticeable size difference, noticeable just difference in overall aesthetic. This is that weird updated generations thing they were doing for a while until they decided to go full G1. Although he's got a ball jointed waist, so he's still got that. But similar heads though. But yeah, it's just kind of a very different aesthetic they're going for. So one of those things. Your mind's you want a deluxe Wreck-Gar, then there you go. But more comparisons. Here he is with Hot Rod, Studio Series Hot Rod. If he wants to stand properly. Studio Series Hot Rod, notice to be larger than them. Kingdom Rodimus, who is bigger like he should be. Although he's not holding his gun right. There we go. You got him. And I guess because they fought each other, here he is with the Siege Springer. They fought each other that one time, remember? And then Daniel whacked Wreck-Gar on the back of the head. He's actually taller than Springer. Not by much, but a little bit, which is interesting. So he's a little bit taller there. And because he helped rebuild him, here he is with a Siege Magnus. Again, with the DNA upgrades. So noticeable height difference there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, so you got that whole thing. This is the DNA upgrade kit, so longer legs overall, but I think Magnus is that high. So he'd still be taller, but only by about a head rather than 2 heads. And of course, you got the backdrop, which of course is the planet of junk. You can see, you know, it's just, well, junk. And you got the Transformers and the 86 over there, and you got Studio Series and the 8609. You got their weird ship with, you know, it's sweet, sexy import with turbo handling. And of course, you can plop them down in that. Have your little backdrop if you want, or like me, you know, into recycling it goes. Yeah. So Studio Series Wreck-Gar. He is a solid Voyager. I got my little problems with him, but I think he's still a good pickup, especially if you're, you know, collecting the 86 movie line right now. Or just, I guess, Kingdom, whatever. These guys, these G1 guys. He's a solid pickup. He's a really good Voyager. He's, you know, one of the better Voyagers of the Studio Series 86 so far. Outside, I guess, Hot Rod is actually, I think, technically still the best Voyager. But yeah, if you're looking for a Voyager, I think he's better than Scourge. Or not, yeah, Scourge. I think he's better than him, and I'm actually going to pick up the slight retooling of the other one of the other Junkion they're doing. The other Junkion they're doing, supposedly they're doing, you know, supposedly, but we all know it's coming. Because I just want to, I think it's cool that, you know, motorcycle riding each other. So yeah, you know, riding each other's motorcycle and all that stuff. I would, you know, want to do that. Solid. Pick them up if you can. So yeah, that's it for this guy. I hope you found this review informative or entertaining. I hope you like and comment, subscribe. And I hope I hope you check out my Patreon or Coffee. And I hope to see you next time when I do another video review.